G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Otherwise, let's jump into some battles and see how we go. So, going to jump in and we're in the Master League and we're going to go into Premier Cup because, well, Open Master League is for those who grind the Legendary XL candies, and I am not one of them. So, the team I'm going to be running is actually the same as one that I've previously run, and I'll link to that video now if you want to check it out. And the reason that I'm running this one is because I swapped my team up and got absolutely obliterated. So I'm going to swap back to this one, which is Excadrill on the lead with Mudshot, Drill Run, and Rock Slide. Gyarados with Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, and Crunch, and then Swampert to cover with Mudshot, Hydro Cannon, and Earthquake. So it counters the Dragon Double Steel teams quite well if you can align things right. And I swapped it up because I was running into a lot of Dragonite, Snorlax, and Gyarados teams, but then as soon as I changed up my team, they all seemed to disappear, and I would have been doing much better with this. So we've got our first one, which is Gyarados, and that is not ideal. So I'm just going to go for straight rock slides here, and I think I may have mistimed that one. We'll see what they want to do, and they're going to let it go. Okay, so here, and they know that they can get to a move there, and here I'm just going to force them to shield up as well, so we'll get rid of one of their shield. It's okay that if they have a little bit of extra energy here, and the reason for that is I'm going to bring out my own Gyarados and be able to farm this down. So we'll see what they want to do here. So I suspect that they will throw a Crunch on me, which is fine. No reason to use my last shield on this, and we'll see what they have in the back. So hopefully we've got something semi-decent against them. So they're going to come in with the... okay, so that works out okay for me. And do expect them to throw on alignment there, which is fine. I'm going to look to not shield that up. I'll go a little bit over. Don't want to get too greedy here, but do want to be sort of in a position where they have to... they may not. I don't think I'm quite in a good enough position because they'll be able to come out with the Gyarados, and here I'm going to be able to take it out, or we'll see what they want to do. Yeah, so that goes down, and we'll see what they have in the back. So this is not ideal for me in the back. So it was double. Okay, so it is the Dragon Double Steel line, but it yeah, has the mix-up of having the dragon as Gyarados on the front. I suspect they have back-to-back rock slides here, and I should not have pressed the button. I wasn't meaning to throw this charge move. They will shield this up, and I will be able to get to another charge move before I'm able to get there. So that's really unfortunate. The question is... what was the play there? The play there was to stay in with my Gyarados, and because they had such little health left, I could Hydro Cannon and their... but you don't know what's in the back, do you? Was pretty sure, like when they make that swap, they've got something in the back that can deal with the Gyarados. So unfortunately, yeah, they had that. So let's swap straight into the Gyarados here and see what they want to do. I suspect that they will swap this out, and they swap into... okay, so that's really interesting. I think I really want switch advantage here, and I suspect that they will want the same. So what I'm actually going to do is... should I shield up myself? I think I'm going to. I'm going to match their shield. And the reason for that is because they clearly want switch advantage. So let's see if I can take that from them. So just going to go well for my next crunch here and see if I can grab a second shield. And so I'm not going to grab a second shield, which is fine. And then here I will be able to let this go, I believe, and should be able to farm down before they're able to get to another move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just able to get there. So that is massive, and actually just going to go straight into the crunch here. We'll see what they want to do. So I suspect that they will. Oh, okay, they're going to shield. Okay, so they got the defense fall. So that actually works out in my favor because I'm going to come in with my. And I know that this seems like an absolute crazy move, um, but I'm going to. They can only throw the night slashes here, and so we'll see what they want to do. So, oh, now I'm going to have to make a call. So going to go for. Oh wow, it didn't work out too good for me. So they've got their own Swampert in the back. So they're going to have to shield this up. And the question is here. So they're going to get to a second Hydro Cannon. Can I get to... Oh, yeah, that's not ideal. So their Hydro Cannon coming through. And I need to have basically a Hydro Cannon saved. So let's see if I can... I don't think this is going to be enough. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? It's going to be... Oh, not quite enough, but the Haxorus is weak. So, is it enough? Oh, they were very close to getting to another move, but able to farm them down just in time. So really close game there. Wasn't sure what they had in the back. So obviously there they had two really good answers to Excadrill, because just so many teams are running Excadrill and able to call their backline to get the win on the board. So that was Dragon double, well, Dragon and Steel as well. So here's the Mamoswine lead. So what do they want to do? So we need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I don't think they did enough for a bulldoze, so I'm going to let this first one. Wow, it does not really matter that it was. Yeah, so that does a lot more damage than I was expecting. That is unfortunate. The question here is, what do I even come out with? 1, 2. So I'm going to shield up as well. Okay. So, oof, Avalanche does a huge amount of damage. So I want to go a little bit over farming there. Obviously don't want them to get to another charge move. We'll see if they want to shield this up or not. This is going to knock out from this range, which works out really nicely. So this is not ideal. I can't swap in here, and this makes me think that they have so they either have a Metagross or a Excadrill in the back. Imagine, yeah, so let's see. If it's a Metagross, then I'm in a good position. If it's, so I'm actually am going to shield this one up because obviously I'm at another Hydro here. Ancient Power comes through. If they get the boost, this is well and truly game over. and we'll see if they want to shield this up. I suspect that well, they don't. Okay, so I'm just gonna swap straight out, and it's a Garchomp, absolutely outstanding. So this is going to be, oof, actually, they can outrage me here, and outrage is going to do quite a lot of damage. Yeah, so as you can see, it does do quite a lot of damage. So I want to get to a second Aqua Tail. So maybe I should have just gone with the Crunch here. Aqua Tail's gonna be neutral, but oh, this is not necessarily good. Oh, just able to get there, able to take it out, and then in comes the Togekiss, going to be able to throw the Aqua Tail, and that's going to be a good game right there. So I wasn't calling the Garchomp in the back, was thinking it was a steal, but Garchomp works as well. Obviously, Garchomp, yeah, so had they swapped in Garchomp, would have been a much closer game. They obviously were not calling a Gyarados in the back. Like me, made the wrong, well, they made the wrong call, which made the difference because they got to choose what came in. Unfortunately for them, it was not the right call to make, and we've got Dragonite on the lead. Do we have double steal in the back is the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're not throwing. So most of the time, people will be throwing a Dragon Claw here. We'll see what they want to do. For this, I'm going to no shield, and the reason for that is because I expect that Dragon Claw to come through, and it did, so that works out fine for me. And then I'm going to throw my next one, and we'll see what they now want to do. They can win this matchup if they go straight Dragon Claws. They just need to shield a lot. And here I think what I want to do is, again, I'm just going to let this go, you know. If it is a Dragon Claw, I can survive, and the question is, can I get there? No, I can't quite get there, but that's fine. Going to come in with my own, with my Gyarados here, and going to be able to get a little bit of farm to start with. So, see if I can catch a move on my Swampert, which looks like I'm able to do. So this will allow me to burn some of their energy, and obviously it's just going to do no damage. So we'll see what they want to do. They're going to try and do the same thing and catch a Hydro Cannon, I imagine. No, they're just going to throw a move. Okay. That's fine. So I'm going to let this one go a little bit longer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's yeah. So our win con is this Swampert. So it's Dragon Double Steel, and we'll see what they want to do. So I suspect that they'll no shield this first one, which they have, because their win con is calling a bait, and unfortunately for them, I did not bait. So going to go straight for the Hydro here. They are going to shield it up, but that's fine. We'll see if I suspect that they will get to a move. I'm actually going to shield up here, force them to throw energy. I don't think they can. Yeah, they've not going to have back-to-back saved, and so this is going to be a good game right now. Able to take that one with the Dragon Double Steel line, and that is a very common line. Unfortunately for them, I matched up well and was able to catch the Rock Slide. So catching that Rock Slide obviously wastes a lot of energy on them, and allows me to really get a comfortable win, I would say. We'll see what team number 5 is, and hopefully we can get a win on the board. So it's Charizard. Okay. So my entire team does well against this. So I think what I'm going to do is come in with my Gyarados here. And they're going to come in with their own Dragonite. Okay. So here, going to go straight for the crunches. And do they shield? No, they don't. And do I get a debuff? I don't get the debuff, so that's unfortunate. Here, I'm going to throw up a shield because if I can win switch advantage, this is huge. And I'll look to farm all the way down, and that way I can pressure shields when they come out with their Dragonite, assuming that they do. And they don't. They come out with the Togekiss. So we've got to count these moves. So that's 1. And 2. And 3. 4. So I think they're at 4. And it takes, what, 8 to get to a move? So 4. So let's swap straight into our Swampert there to match them. So they obviously swap straight out. So trying to remember that they're on 4, so it takes them 4 to get to a move. So they're obviously going to be shielding this up twice, but that's fine. And the question here is, do I want to use a shield now? So no, because if they don't shield, if they blast burn here, which they do, then I'm going to be able to get to another move, and I'm going to be able to take them out with one shot with a rock slide. So let's see what they want to do. Let's see if they try and bait again. If they bait again, then this is well and truly a good game. They do not, but that's fine. I'm going to let this go. So Dragon Claw comes through. And just going to go straight for the rock slide here, and the rock slide will be doing enough to take them out, and they're not going to be able to get to 2 charge moves here and farm me down in time. So happy days, able to take that one pretty comfortably in the end. Coming in with the, well, I mean, you don't know what people have in the back, so really tough one there. That I had a good lineup against the what they should have, well, again, it's really hard because you don't know what's in the back. Had they come out with the Togekiss versus the Gyarados, then they're in for a bit more of a rough time in the back. They think possibly it's double steel. They don't know. Obviously, Togekiss matched up against Gyarados. Dragonite matched up against Swampert. Yeah, they can save their shields for the Charizard, and that would be a good game at that point. But again, you just never know what people have in the back. So that worked out all right for me. Well, it worked out well because I was able to take the win. So hopefully that was interesting. And like I said at the start, if you liked the content, hit that subscribe button down below. Give me some ideas on some teams. I did try running a different team, and it got absolutely destroyed. So I'm back to this one, which seems to be working a little bit nicer for me because I was able to go 4-1 and start to build that elo again. So I'm at ace rank 2162, and yeah, not too bad, but wanted to try and build that up a little bit more. And I had got a little bit higher prior to my massive decline. Wasn't intentional, just got poor team choice, outplayed, and it is what it is. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.